A very good morning to the wonderful students of the 8th grade. I'm Maya Devi. I'll be teaching some concepts in English grammar for you. It's very important that you strengthen your grammar if you have to improve and strengthen your English. So I start off with the very basic structure which you always, I think you already would be knowing, but then we will just refine the knowledge once again through a recap, through a revision. That's on the parts of speech, or otherwise we call it as word class. WORD, word class. Parts of speech is also referred to as the word class. Now, how many of you know how many words, parts of speech are there? Okay, I don't have enough time to repeat it. So I myself will answer the question. We have 8 parts of speech. We have 8 parts of speech. Okay, now we start with we have the noun, the pronoun, the adjective, the verb, the adverb, the preposition, conjunction, and the interjection. I told you there are 8 parts of speech: the noun, the pronoun, and the adjective. These 3 related to the noun, pronoun, and adjective, we term is as the first group or the noun group. Got it? The first group or the noun group includes the noun, the pronoun, and the adjective. Now the second group, I call it as the verb group. It has the verb and the adverb. The verb group which has the verb and the adverb. And then the third group, which we can call as the other group, it has got the conjunction, the interjection, and the preposition. The conjunction, the preposition, and the interjection, which we call as the other group. So you got it. The parts of speech can be divided under 3 headings: the noun, the pronoun, the adjective first group, the verb, adverb, the second group, and the conjunction, the preposition, and interjection, which forms the other group or the third group. Now, what are these parts of speech? Now, to be very precise, parts of speech are the words in English language which are divided according to the function that it performs. Now, you look at ourselves, our body. Every part in our body has some particular function that they perform. For example, we see with the eyes, we talk and eat with our mouth, we breathe through our nose, we work with our hands, we walk with our legs, right? So accordingly, every word in English language has some function to perform, and accordingly they are divided under 8 headings. Okay, as we already told, the noun, the pronoun, the adjective forming the first group, the noun group. Secondly, we have the verb and adverb, which forms the second group. Then we have the conjunction, preposition, and the interjection forming the third group. Now, what are the functions of these parts of speech? Start off with the first one, the noun. The noun is any naming word, any naming word. It can be the name of a person, place, thing, animal, bird, reptile, or for that matter, the name of anything that you can speak of. Imagine the situation if things didn't have a name. So, very briefly, very generally, we can define noun as a naming word. It's a naming word. Now, secondly, you have the pronoun, means for the noun. Now, suppose I am talking about a girl called Radha. Radha is a nice girl. Radha is a beautiful girl. Radha is staying in Jagdalpur. Radha's parents are working in Jagdalpur. Radha has a big house. It looks monotonous when you go on repeating the word Radha, Radha. So, That is a noun. So instead of that noun, we use another word which we call as the pronoun, means for the noun. Radha is a good girl. She is staying in Jagdalpur. Her family is also in Jagdalpur, etc., etc., etc. So the word which is used in the place of a noun is called as a pronoun, means for the noun. For example, I, she, he, it, they, theirs, his, hers. All these form the pronouns which are used instead of a noun. Okay. Now we come to the adjective. Adjective. Radha is, I know Radha. She is a nice girl. Now, what do you know about Radha? That she is a nice girl. Now, what is the function of the word there, nice? It tells something more about the noun Radha. It describes Radha. Okay, so in a very simple manner, you can define adjective as a describing word. Now we said the noun is a naming word. The adjective is a describing word. It describes a noun or a pronoun. Now we come to that, so that is the first group. Now we come to a very important part of speech, that is the verb. Okay, there cannot be a sentence in English which is correct without a verb. Verb is a must in a sentence to be correct. Now, generally speaking, in a simple way, you can define a verb as any action word. Any action word is a verb. For example, teach, listen, walk, talk, sleep, think. All these are base forms of the verb. Verb is any action word is a verb. Now, then what is, now there are many more classifications of the verb which we will be doing in the course of time. Now, what is an adverb? Add something to the verb. Radha walked. Radha walked fast. Now, how did Radha walk? Fast. So, the adverb which adds something to the verb, which modifies the verb, is called as an adverb. Got it? The adverb modifies, tells how the action is done. She ran fast. How did she run? Fast. Okay, and an easy way to identify an adverb is mostly all the adverbs end in ly. But there are adverbs which do not necessarily end in ly. For example, she danced well. How did she dance? Well. That is an adverb there. It tells how she danced. Well, fast, all these are also adverbs. So that is the second group, the verb group, which has got the verb, that is an action word, and an adverb which tells you how the action is done. Now we go to the third group, which has got the conjunction, means combine or connect. The function of a conjunction, conjunction, conjunction is to connect two words or two sentences. Sita and Rama went to the forest for 14 years. Sita and Rama went to the forest for 14 years. So here is the conjunction and, which is connecting the two names Sita and Rama. Okay. Now, I ran fast, but I missed the train. I ran fast is one full sentence. I missed the train is another sentence connected by the conjunction but. So, a conjunction, the function is to connect two words or two sentences, and, or, but, because, still, all these form the conjunctions. Okay, there are different varieties, classifications of all these parts of speech, which we will do later. Now we have the preposition, means preposition. You show the position or the relation between a noun and another noun, or a noun and a pronoun. The book is on the table, the paper is on the table. The word on connects the noun, the paper and the table. Okay, it shows the relation between the paper and the table. So a preposition actually relates two nouns or a noun and a pronoun. It shows the relation between the noun and a pronoun. Okay, so you not pronoun, yes, pronoun. Now you have to be very careful how you use a preposition, because it can be very confusing. Beside, behind, under, all these are prepositions. Okay, now we come to the last one, the interjection, which shows the high state of feeling. Hooray, we won the match. Okay, alas, the school is closed for today. So it shows the different states of mind. So you have to know the function of each part of speech. Every word in every sentence is doing a particular function, and accordingly they are classified under the 8 parts of speech. Okay, I think that is clear enough for you. You have already learned it. This was only a recap, and the next class we will come with more concepts. All these parts of speech has got different classifications which we have to do in detail. Okay, so till the next class, bye bye, stay happy.